Today's working is on it with my friends. The daily report number 373 by Ted Orvis. Like the link to the video will be the description below. Go in second month. So let's into this work in 3, 2, 1.
Guys, I'm a little annoyed with my friends right now, so much so that I had to come on this walk and tell you guys this story to kind of clear my mind and stop myself from getting actually upset with them. And the reason is because of a stupid rule that my apartment has, or kind of because of that. The rule is that we're not allowed to bring any outside furniture into the apartment.
Oh,
Which
really?
I guess makes sense from the university's perspective. They don't want you bringing in something that's going to be big and flammable and potentially dangerous in the event of a fire. I get that. But it's really annoying because there's 7 of us living in the apartment, and there's just not enough seats in our living room for us all to hang out in the living room at the same time. And for friend groups that aren't as tightly knit as our friend group is, that wouldn't be that big of a problem. You know, probably only 3 or 4 people would be in the living room at a time. But all 7 of us want to hang out pretty regularly, and the only space big enough in our apartment is our living room. But there's not enough seats. And so at the beginning of the school year, to kind of combat this, because we kind of knew coming into this that this might be a problem, one of my friends brought an inflatable chair. And you might be like, well, how does this inflatable chair make you so upset that you need to go on a walk? And believe me, I'm getting there. He brought this chair in, and a couple of things you need to know about this chair. First thing, it's only inflatable via car, which is a little strange. There's an adapter that you have to plug into your car socket somewhere, and it will inflate the chair. It's not able to plug into an outlet in the house or anything, and there's no hand pump that you can use for it. It needs to be inflated by a car, which is a little bit silly, but shouldn't be that big of a problem, right? The other thing you need to know is there's only one adapter to inflate this, and not many of us in the apartment have cars. And so basically what this means is the only person who can inflate and fix a chair if it's deflated is my roommate, who brought the chair, which is fair enough. You know, we shouldn't be needing to reinflate these chairs a whole ton, especially if they're properly, made, right? However, when he took it out of the package and inflated it, it only took a couple of days before the chair started to deflate. And this could be from a number of reasons. Maybe there was a hole in it, maybe it popped on the floor or something, or maybe it's just poorly designed and it's just gonna lose air over time. Whatever the reason is, doesn't really matter, because the chair, after a couple of days, was sitting on the floor of our apartment, completely deflated in a pile. And that's annoying for me, because we only have so much space in our living room, and to waste that space with a pile of plastic that's just sitting there, not adding any value, and also making the place less comfortable to be in, is it's a little annoying, right? And so I was like, guys, we should move this out of the living room or fix it. You know, there's two solutions here. We can also get rid of it, you know, if no one wants to take on the project of fixing it, or we can find the holes, patch them, and reinflate it and put it back in the living room. Unfortunately, my friends decided to run this little joke, which admittedly is a bit funny. You know, it's a bit funny to not reinflate the chair and to claim, oh, what's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with this chair. It's perfectly fine. And that's a funny bit, right? But after a couple of times that you tell this joke, it's not that funny anymore, you know, because now it's just a pile of plastic lying on the floor. And so I get it. If a friend comes over and they're like, why do you have this pile of plastic on the floor? You can be like, no, that's perfectly fine. It's a good chair, you know, go sit in it, take a seat. It's comfortable, you know, and that might be funny for a one-liner bit, you know, maybe to one of them it might be funny. To me, it's kind of annoying. And I feel like to most people, that would be pretty annoying to have a pile of plastic sitting in your living room. But for whatever reason, most of my roommates are on his side, saying that they should keep the chair instead of fixing it or getting rid of it, which I think is insane, because it's a pile of trash at this point, because it's not been fixed and it hasn't been reinflated. And so for Christmas, my buddy, he was like, oh, you know what, I'll fix the chair. I'll patch it up and I'll reinflate it for you, and that way it won't be a pile of junk sitting on our floor. And I was really happy with that. I was like, oh, sweet, finally we get rid of this pile of junk that's been sitting on our floor for the entire semester. And he fixed it up, and he reinflated it, and he brought it back into the apartment when we got back. And a couple hours have passed, chair's already deflated again. so he didn't patch the hole. And there's duct tape all over the chair, so now it looks even more scuffed, but it's still not patching the hole that caused the leak in the first place. And so now the chair is once again in a pile on our floor, and I moved it from our floor to a different spot in the house, or in the apartment. I moved it to the corner of the kitchen, which is a place where it would be fine to stay. You know, it's not an eyesore there. It's not in the way. It's fine place to store it, you know? And I was like, listen, I just want our living room to be comfortable and to not have this on the middle of the floor. And him and my other roommates got all jokingly upset about this, and just were like, oh, you know, we gotta have it in the middle of the living room. It's a key piece of furniture. I love having it here. What's the problem? And they're just pulling my leg. I know. And it's unfortunate because the more I get upset about it, the more they are going to continue to want to keep this stupid chair. Yeah. But it's annoying me because I actually do really want it out of the house, and there seems like there's not much I can do to actually get it out of the house. So I spoke with my friend, and I'm like, listen, dude, you got to get this out of the house or fix it. I'm serious. Like, this is really not funny. Like, it's not a bit anymore. And he's like,
yeah, it is funny.
No, it's fine. We'll just keep it in the living room. So he moved it behind the couch, which is admittedly less in the way than it was sitting in the middle of our living room. But still, I think we should not just let it sit there and you know, just take up space in our limited living room space.
Yeah.
But I think it's become a bit of a sentimental item for these guys to keep, just because they like making fun of me for it, which I get. And don't think that this is just my friends making fun of me. I make fun of them back equally, if not more. It's a nice dynamic most of the time, but some of the times it kind of gets on my nerves, and this is one of those times. But it's at the end of the day not that big of a deal. It's just a little bit annoying. But I wanted to talk about it today, just because it was on my mind, and it just happened. I was just in an argument with my friend, just talking to him about it. But what can you do? Good news is I got a lot of stuff done in the last day. I was kind of upset about this chair, but I can look to the positive side of things and think about the other stuff that's going all right right now. I picked up the packages that the school was mad at me for leaving in the mailroom all the way over break, so I picked those up the other day. And I went to the gym yesterday, which was really good. I hit back, felt great. First time hitting the gym since before break, so that was awesome. And going again right after I'm done filming this video. I gotta go back to the apartment and get on my gym stuff. But and then one other thing. What else? Oh yeah, classes are going well. I did some homework today because I'm actually leaving on Friday to go away for a weekend, which sounds crazy because I've been away a lot of weekends lately. I swear it's not this common to be away, but there's just a lot of events going on right now. And so I'm going to be away with my friends at an Airbnb for this weekend. And so that will be really fun to try and record these videos stealthily while away. So that's something to maybe look forward to, maybe be nervous about. But yeah, I want to try and keep this streak going. So I'll let you guys know what my plan is in the next coming days. But I got some homework done so that it won't be that big of a problem to worry about over the weekend. But yeah, when I get back from the gym this afternoon, I'm going to have to eat dinner and then work on some more homework to try and finish it all up before I leave. And yeah, that should be the plan for the next couple of days. So that's it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching. My name has been Tate Harris. This has been the Daily Report, and I will see you tomorrow.
That was Andy with my friends, the Daily Report number 373 by Ted Owen. The link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out and drop a like if you like. And comment down below if you want to see more reaction like this one. And subscribe if you're new. And click the bell so you can be notified when I upload in about 5.